Great, welcome to another edition of Real Estate Investor Talk, and we're sitting here in Sea Point in Cape Town, and sitting alongside me is Lew Geffen. Lew is the chairman and the founder of Lew Geffen Sotheby's, an international realty company, one of the top 10 in South Africa, and we've just had a great in-depth discussion about his investment secrets, how he built a great real estate business. So Lew, I'd just like to thank you for the interview and the opportunity to have this chat, and I'm sure there's a lot of people, investors and real estate people, who would like to hear your inspirational story as well. So Lew, tell us a little bit about that background. I'm going to swing the camera a little bit over, and where it all started in real estate, because it started off in the family genes.
Yes. Well, my mother, Lew Geffen, started Aida Real Estate in 1958. So if you want to say I was weaned on real estate, that's true. Not necessarily liking it, but weaned on it, I will say. So I tried my hand at many, many things. After I matriculated, I tried my hand at hawking, and then I tried my hand at, I was hawking Persian copperware and brassware, and in my first year of marriage. And thereafter I went into the construction business, which I did for 4 years. I actually knew nothing. I went to an architect and learned the ropes from beginning to end on one particular property that he was building. And thereafter I put up a spec house with my mother, for my mother, which proved to be quite successful. And then I was in the building game for about 4 to 6 years. And the recession came in 1976, thereabouts. There was no chance in the building game. And I thought, okay, go back to real estate, but learn how to love it. And I had to find the one thing that I really loved about real estate, and that was marketing. I did have a flair for marketing, and that's what I concentrated on my re-entry back into real estate. Because I had been an agent at some time previously for a year or two. Having gone back into real estate with my mom, we started the franchise business as an inspiration from Kentucky Fried Chicken. We thought we could do the same thing with real estate, and that was the first real estate franchise in South Africa.
And it's still around today?
It's still around today, and it's subsequently listed, and now it's delisted, but it was listed at one point. But from the point of view of my personal growth, in 1982 I found that a small tree can't really grow underneath a big tree, and I decided to go on my own. That was in 1982, and I launched Lew Geffen Estates in Johannesburg, and we became, after 20 years, we were one of the market leaders in and amongst quite a few of people. And I was inspired by one of my agents to contact Sotheby's International Realty, which I did successfully, and suddenly found myself with the brand in South Africa. And it was amazing the metamorphosis that happened from that day. It changed my life. The colors changed, but the clientele, the profile of the clients changed dramatically too. It went automatically to an upmarket company. Although we sell everything today, and our mantra is selling masterpieces in every area, so we don't matter where the area is, but we want to sell the best homes in every area. And I acquired the master franchise for Sotheby's, which is going to run for another 20 years still. And we expanded the franchise division, running 60 offices throughout South Africa, with about just under 1,000 agents involved in the whole process. And going well. The Sotheby's brand actually survived this recession amazingly well, because the average price point is about 2.5 to 3 million, which is not in the stress market, which is 1.5 and below. So therefore our clients are money people, and they are getting mortgage finance. And quite amazingly, in Johannesburg they only require 40% mortgage finance on average. And so now we're looking forward to to the further years ahead, and the brand has really taken on in South Africa.
So Lew, tell us a little bit about real estate as an investment class, because obviously you promote this. I mean, you're also an investor yourself,
yes.
And you also had some lessons that you spoke about earlier, because the last 5 years have been tough in real estate.
Absolutely. Well, I think that as boring as it might sound, location, location, location is the best mantra of them all, and that's what I've applied to my personal property purchases. And I think that, well, with my knowledge of construction, it also helps. But if you buy the worst house in the best area, you're likely to make money on that property over time. And the gearing should not be, you should never overgear your property investments. You should always have about 20% equity within the property, just in case the market turns against you and you don't want to sell when you're stressed. You want to sell when the market's pumping and you want to be comfortable. But I can't give you better advice than that. To buy the worst house in the best area is always a good idea, in the best location. And sometimes you can buy the best house in the best area, it's also a good idea. But you'll still make money on it. As you can see, on the Atlantic seaboard, there's no price limit whatsoever. A property we just traded at 200 million, 1,000 square meters. And so,
wow. Yeah. Okay, and then just to investors in general, I mean, the last 5 years have been tough with getting bank finance and all that kind of stuff. What is your advice on that?
Well, my advice now for investors is definitely this is the right time to buy. If you're looking for the Liberty Bell to clang, now's the time. Prices are low. Qualified buyers can get bond finance, and there's lots of upside ahead. I don't think that it's going to go dramatically out of control like it did 5 years ago, because I think the banks are going to limit that, which is quite right. But there's nothing wrong with 9 or 10% property growth per annum on geared money. That's always a good investment. So I would definitely say buy. It's definitely a buying signal now.
Great stuff. Well, Lew Geffen, thank you very much. Okay. I really appreciate your input, and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.